Good afternoon. You are getting ready to watch the first of hopefully many of Rockin' Robin's Kitchen. We are here to share various recipes for single or family life, as well as to make it as simple and as easy as possible. This is the first, as I said, of many, so I hope you enjoy this to the utmost, and we'll take it from here. We are going today fix the what I call my version of stir fry with cauliflower rice, a little bit of spinach. Today I'm going to add a few green beans in there and some carrots, as well as some wild caught shrimp. So I hope you enjoyed this process and you will see how simple and easy it can be, and enjoy. Thank you again. Okay, to start, we are going to turn on our oven, or stove I should say, at just a little bit over medium high. Not medium high, but medium heat, almost to high, not quite, a few notches over. And I am a lover of extra virgin olive oil. I have a go-to brand sometimes, but it doesn't matter. It just depends on your taste and what you like. But I'm going to start out with extra virgin olive oil in the wok. And wow, it's been a while since I've used the eye here, and I've got a little smoke going on here, so just one moment. And I do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons depending on the dish, because I'm not going to make it too oily. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with our carrots just to get them going and started. I don't like to cook them too much to start out, but just to start the oil to getting started and getting heated up. And I sometimes don't throw the seasoning right now because I want to at least get them started. And then next we will add the spinach once these get started and going. Because yes, you want some crunch because you don't want to cook out, I say cook out all the nutrients in it, but I usually put these in here first just to get things started. Then I will add the spinach, and again, this is to your liking. I sometimes fix a lot sometimes, and what I'll do is I will have it for later, or for leftovers and things of that sort. So then that way you can fix it today, it'll still be good tomorrow, believe me. Okay, and this is one of my favorite brands I use quite a bit. It's the Trader Joe's organic chopped spinach. Simple, very simple. Just go ahead and get that stirred up a little bit. I also love Trader Joe's organic rice cauliflower, and that of course takes the place of your rice. If you're trying to substitute the rice and carbs, I will use this rice cauliflower, and it has been a godsend for me. So please just know that this is of course a healthier version, but it's to your own liking. Now, I'm not putting the entire bag. I'm not putting the entire bag in here. Sometimes, depending on how the spinach and the carrots mix up first with it, is how I decide on how much cauliflower that I will put in there. So again, it's to your taste, or should I say not taste, but your liking, because you might be that one person, this might be enough, don't know, but at the same time, it's a family and all of that, then you're gonna definitely want more in here than this. Now today, I usually switch it up sometimes, and today I just had a taste for some green beans. But before we add those, again, Trader Joe's. This is my go-to seasoning for everything. Everything. I have to watch out for salt intake, just because, you know, of blood pressure, things of that sort, which not taking a blood pressure medicine, I'm mindful of the salt intake. So I just make sure this is my go-to for everything. Now there is a salt that I use when I do want a salty taste, but we'll discuss that in another time, okay? But I'm going to season this with the 21 Season Salute Trader Joe's. You see I covered that up really good though, and that should be plenty too. So, and then today I wanted to add a few green beans in here because I just had a taste for some green beans today. Now mind you, these are frozen ones as well. I should have ran the water over them to kind of get the frost off of them, I should say, but they're fine, I think. Just a few of them, just to add in here, just to do something different, and just get this all stirred up. Now mind you, I do have over here in some cold water to start out some wild caught shrimp. Now I usually get only nothing but wild caught, because I just feel more comfortable with them, but a lot of times it just depends, and I'm not going to get into the dynamics of why. Maybe that again could be another conversation, but when studying some of the food intake and things of that sort over the years, I just attached myself to wild caught shrimp as it's versus the farm raised, and that's just my preference. Okay, so we are still stirring this up. We're just making sure everything is good and not so much done as these green beans. These were the last things I put in here, so I'm going to definitely make sure that they get good and done, because a lot of times with the spinach, the cauliflower, those are already pretty much pre-cooked. They're just frozen, and there's nothing but heat that needs to go to those, just as well as these green beans as well. But even still, you just want to make sure it's good and hot, heated, seasoned, and of course just the extra virgin olive oil is in the bottom of the pan to keep it going. That's it. I'm not too on cooking with butter. I have my moments with butter that I want, and the butter that I usually use is a grass-fed butter as well. But at the same time, when just normally cooking something like this, I stick with nothing but extra virgin olive oil, and that's it. So I'm still waiting for my shrimp to thaw out, and once they finish thawing out, I'm gonna cook those up, and we'll be back. Okay, thanks. Now I have set aside the veggies, and I am in the process, or had shelled, and these I had to devein. I wanted to explain, most of the time I try to get the wild caught shrimp all the time that is already deveined, already no shells or tails. And this particular brand that I use, they were out of the other type, the wild caught shrimp, deveined and no tails and shelled. So what I did was I put them in the cold water. It didn't take long, and I waited till they thawed, and I pulled the shells off. I also deveined them because I'm not comfortable with that little green string that's in between there. So I cut on the outside of the shrimp as well as in the curve of the shrimp to make sure I took those veins out. So what I did was, here I put some olive oil again in the bottom of the pan, and my usual Trader Joe's 21 season salute in for seasoning, and I am in the process of cooking them up. Now, with them being wild caught, of course you see the brown, and you want to wait until they get the white and pink color to them to know that they're ready. Sometimes if they get too curved up, you know you've gone too long with cooking them up. But I try to stay on top of them when I'm cooking them, meaning stay with them and keep them stirred so they don't get too dried out. But that's what you could do, is find that wild caught shrimp with no tails, shells, or they are deveined. So I'll be back.